Here's Baez. Bartlett ready to go. Ninth inning, and the ball is in the closer's hands. This is why they get the big entrance music.
Well, pressure's on, but that's the job. You come in, lock it down, and head home with a W.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Ball, that's out.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
She's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that she's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
On the ground to third, and foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, and a base hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Perez, batting with one down, takes a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So, last chance for the Tigers. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 in this one. And the 1-0. This one in the air, right field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Here's the second baseman. How you lead down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. Outside low, ball 1.
This is the pitcher they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make her work to get this save.
2 on, 2 outs. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-0. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Bartlett pitched a clean inning for the save.
Wasn't flawless out there, Boog, but I liked what we saw from her. Teams won't win many games without relievers who can perform like she did in this one.
Number 13, J.C. Bartlett.
We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Caro. Bartlett goes 5-5. She features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a cutter, and she works in a changeup. Late swing, foul to the left. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Foul ball there. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Larnach under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, the third baseman,
Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Grounds one to short. Oh, he gloves it. Fires to first. Safe. And that's his third hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
And here is Sosa to the plate. That one found hard the other way. Big swing and a miss.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. She threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that's a strikeout looking. White Sox down to their final out. Sosa wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Stays alive.
That's a ball.
Two now. Nice grab. There's one. The double play ends it right here. Bartlett with solid relief, notching her first career save in the majors. A special moment in the history of the game.
That's a nice little career milestone for her, Boog. I'm sure she knew what she could do when she was jogging in from the bullpen. Congrats to her on a special memory and a special moment in baseball history as we mark the first save recorded by a woman in Major League Baseball.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 13, J.C. Bartlett.
Back here in Detroit, bottom of the ninth, Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
To the right side. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Bartlett back at it after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, not how you want to start, but now it's about limiting the damage. You've got to bear down right here.
Keith in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The tying run at the plate.
Ball.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. This one in the air center field. Buxton gets under it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Javier.
One out man at first. The batter now, Javier Baez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that one fouled off. Tying run at the plate and fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And there's two down.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Kevin.
So it's their last chance in this one. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3.
Ball, that's too high.
The Twins trying to close out a 2-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Right back to her on the mound. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins take game 1 of the series on the road. Bartlett pitched a clean inning for the save.
Good work out of the bullpen in the win, Boog. She really handled her business against this lineup. You'll take that kind of performance just about every time.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 13, Jamie Bartlett.
Back at Comerica Park. Last chance for the home team. Parker Meadows getting ready to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Bartlett trying to find her groove again. Leadoff hitter aboard, and the alarm bells are quietly ringing, Singy.
Well, let's see how she answers, Boog. It's these kind of moments that define a star. She needs to keep her composure.
McGonigal stands in now and watches strike 1. The Tigers with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch
Ball
misses
inside.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike. He goes down looking.
3.
One out man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jahmai Jones. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, right field. Walner coming on. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 34.
So they're down to their final out. And now, Jake Rogers. That smash towards center. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Bartlett pitched a clean inning for the save.
Good work out of the bullpen in the win, Boog. She really handled her business against this lineup. You'll take that kind of performance just about every time.
go to the ninth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Bartlett looking to recover after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, 1 on, no outs, and the pitcher's job now is controlling the situation. Focus on this next hitter and move on.
Ground ball to the right side. Has some trouble with it. Gets to first ahead of the runner, so they get the first out of the inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Manzardo in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. Line to right, base hit. Around third. The throw home. He'll score, and the Guardians take the lead. It's 8-7.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Bartlett taking a moment here after giving up the run.
Yeah, not out of this jam yet, Boog. Needs to limit the damage here. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next offering is fouled back. Bartlett in her rookie season, she features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a cutter, and she works in a changeup.
That's ball 2.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 2-2. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Guardians 8 and the Twins 7. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the Show North. Bartlett gave up 1 earned run.
Not her best effort for sure, and it's hard to win many games when your relievers get knocked around like she did. If she doesn't do better next time out, she may start losing opportunities.
So coming into the game now on defense, Orlando Arcia. He's in at shortstop. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Bartlett ready to work. 9th inning, slim lead, lights out time, Singy.
You've got one job. 3 outs, no drama.
The Yankees looking to rally. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Chisholm, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Out towards right center field. Buxton on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder,
So last chance for the Yankees. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. And a strike. The Twins trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him. That's the ball game. Bartlett pitched a clean inning for the save.
Managers dream of having a reliever who pitched like she did in this one. Came out of the pen ready to go, and she really locked down this lineup to help secure the W.
now pitching for the Twins, number 13.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. (0-2) pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's to third. Handles, throws the first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Just missed. Check to swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Here's a 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next for New York, Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Whoa.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fastball is outside. Man at first, one away. Line drive. Got it. Great leaping catch.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Digging in, Jose Caballero. And that one fouled off. Volpe off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The Yanks leave one, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 13, J.Z. Bartlett.
Bartlett out there now. It's closer time. 3 outstanding between this team and a win.
Adrenaline pumping, Boog. Every save opportunity brings its own nerves, but this is why she gets paid the big bucks.
Teodosio, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 away.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman.
Back to the top of the order now. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Bartlett, 5 saves on the year, and she was drafted in the 4th round back in 2025. Chop to third. Lewis throws to first. Angels with only 1 out left.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
In the box here, lets that one go for a ball. The Twins trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouled off left side. Ball to strike. The pitch. Foul ball there. The Halos down to their final strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jenkins settles underneath it, and that'll wrap it up. The Twins even up this 4-game series at a game apiece. Bartlett didn't allow any runs and got the save.
She went out there and delivered some shutdown relief for him, Boog. Really seemed like she had her best stuff today, and that helped him secure the win.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 13, J.D. Bartlett.
For the bottom of the 9th. So in now for the Angels, Matthew Lugo. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Sebastian Rivero getting ready to hit.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over. Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Nolan Shotwell. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Outside with a breaking ball. The Twins trying to close out a 1-run lead. The home team trying to pull it out. Late swing, foul to the left. Struck him out looking. And they're down to their last out.
Well, interesting. She's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. She just needs one more out.
Angels down to their final out. And now the center fielder, Josh Lowe. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike. Low. Thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball. Twins trying to close out a one-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Misses outside, and it's 2-2. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins avoid the sweep. They take the finale of this 4-game series. Bartlett pitched a clean inning for the save.
Good work out of the bullpen in the wind, Boog. She really handled her business against this lineup. You'll take that kind of performance just about every time.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 13, J.Z. Bartlett.
Coming on, Jung-Hoo Lee. He represents the go-ahead run.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
The 1-0. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. One left for San Francisco, and it remains 1-0. Back here in San Francisco, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Jesus Rodriguez digs in now. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Bartlett in her rookie season, 22 years old, and she was drafted in the 4th round back in 2025. Outside low, ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if she'll walk you.
Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. She didn't right there.
Lined into right. And there's one down.
Up next for the Giants, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Drew Gilbert.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
One down, base is empty here in the 9th. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. And another ball. There's the strike. Gilbert wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. In the dirt, blocked. The Twins leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly she had him fooled.
Devers now. Bartlett ready to go again up against a hitter with some serious MVP buzz.
Yeah, and it isn't just height. This hitter can rake, Boog. You got to hit your spots and avoid the middle of the plate at all costs.
Sliced hard but foul. And the 0-1. In the dirt. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere.
Ball.
Gilbert off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off. 2-2. Bartlett is just 1 strike away. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first, and what a play! Ball game. Bartlett went a little longer than usual to get that save.
She went out there and delivered some